What are your two takeaways?
Number one for me is that baseball looks different around the world, wherever you may be. So if you take in a Boston Red Sox game or a Houston Astros or a Dodgers game here in America, it is nothing like what you might see on the other side of the world. And it can be a party. It's just different. And it made me think, watching last night, it made me look back on my trip to Japan and experiencing baseball games in Japan for the first time ever. And I was just watching like, this is incredible. There's just random fireworks shows in the middle of games. There's bands playing in the outfield. There's chants. There's beer girls running around everywhere. There's cheerleaders on top of the dugouts.
Yeah.
We saw that last night in that game with Chinese Taipei. The horn guy, that's not a normal thing we see here in America. So it's just, the game looks different.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
It's fun.
I think that's the beauty of baseball, is that it's becoming more and more global. We know baseball is America's pastime, right?
Yeah.
But you look around the world now and look at all the stars coming out of Japan. Mm-hmm. Look at what some of these other teams are doing. Look at the Dominican and Venezuela and Puerto Rico and Cuba and what they're able to do now. So the game looks different around the world, and seeing that crowd for the early morning game, the Chinese Taipei game, was awesome. Sold out. Place was buzzing. It was awesome. So my first takeaway is just how different baseball looks wherever you go.
And it makes this tournament unique and special. What's your second takeaway?
Next up for me is the Netherlands has a real chance to do some real damage in this tournament. If they can pitch, which they have professional pitchers on this team, some minor leaguers, guys that know how to pitch. But they can go far in this tournament. If they can get, if their offense is so good. They had some balls. The ball doesn't carry at that stadium in Taichung early in the day. That was very apparent. We saw some balls
crazy.
that should have gone 800 feet.
Yeah.
And they ended up going 330 feet and being caught on the warning track. So they ended up putting up 4 runs, but it could have been more like 8. This team rakes. They could do some real damage. You look around their defense. Andrelton Simmons is one of the better defensive players. Maybe not so much anymore, but he's a multi-Gold Glove winner in the big leagues.
He's incredible.
He's playing third base.
Yeah.
Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. Jonathan Scope. Didi Gregorius, who's a good middle infielder anywhere, is playing first base. Defense, offense, top notch. Team Netherlands, watch out. They could do some damage.
Yes, they can.
That's my takeaway there. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.